There's me truck. Don't know if you can see it in this light, but there it is. The 2021 Tacoma SR5. Not the four-wheel drive version. There's the Kawasaki 2021 Z H2 SE. I know, Z, whatever. Flat tire. I got a new tire. I just have to wait till I get it on there. It's going to be a little while because I'm busy. All right, let's do this. Greetings to the YouTubes. It's my Kaylee 7 here on May 10th, 2022. At a cool 56 degrees. Doing my thing. I'd like to do a couple of shout outs. One, I'd like to do, let's see now, to, come on now, Road Glide. Yes, shout out to Road Glide. And another shout out to Ryan Enstad. And what the hell, an old-timey shout out to Papa Tutu, who I know is still out there. How you doing, Ray? Up in California. Okay, so let's do a story. Try to think of a good one today. Some crazy ass stories. I'm thinking. Itchy nose is distracting me. Gotta slow down here because you're gonna ruin my corner. All these people coming up my road. One lane road ahead. Oh, there's no hope of a good corner today. Oh well. Maybe I don't have a story. Well, I'll think of one later maybe. But here's what I'm thinking of right now. Gear acquisition syndrome. I've heard the term before, but it's got more resonance for me lately because, you know, I'm in the midst of this new thing about playing the bass, learning the bass, and so I haven't gotten anything lately, thank goodness, except for yesterday I got new strings. I don't know if I'll attempt to restring my bass, but I did get the strings that my favorite bass player uses, so. And, you know, amps and more basses. You're like, oh, I could get this other kind of bass too. Yeah, I could sound like this kind of person, and I need this pedal, and I need this amplifier, and this other thing, and blah 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 blah. Oh, when I got the Tacoma, it was the same thing. Oh, I need to get new lights in the Tacoma, and I need to do this and that and the other. And I looked up all the, gee whiz, it's expensive on a Tacoma if you want to get stuff. Woo! So, no. As you know, I've done the expensive gear stuff, you know, wearing an Arai helmet and a Klim jacket. No, those are Doc Martens, sorry. Not wearing my proper boots today. But I do have my brain with me. That's the most important piece of safety equipment you have on you at any one time is your brain. Use it or lose it. Screw it. Another shout out to GB Winging It. I didn't watch the video, but I did see the title of the video that he put out recently, which is how do you use your motorcycle, or for what do you use it? Fun, mostly. I try to get as much fun as I can out of the time that I have, which is limited because I'm at hell job, 10-hour days. But, you know, a simple commute to work when you're on a motorcycle is fun. You could, you know, do zippity-doo-dahs and stuff. I do go on a couple of short trips usually every year, and I try to do a long trip. But this past year we didn't do a long trip because my job screwed me. Couldn't get away. COVID. And then this year I've had so many health problems I don't think I can take the time off without incurring some sort of negative reaction from the powers that be. So Not to mention my health, you know, I'm gonna make sure. I'm still not able to do anything super strenuous till July, so oh goodness, here we go, it's gonna be one of those. Alright, so here's a story for you. When I moved to Hawaii in 2000 with my wife, we packed up a container with everything we owned in our 1.5 bedroom apartment. Put the car in there, all the furniture, all the boxes, every single thing we owned, we stuck in the container ourselves. Had to get one of those flatbed wreckers to put my car on and back it up to the container and put the car in the container, tie it down, send that off to Hawaii. And you know, when I first went there, I thought, can you move to Hawaii? Is that even legal? I didn't know. I figured there was some kind of environmental something that says only a certain amount of people can stay there, but no. It's anybody can move there. If you're a U.S. citizen, go on, have a good time, good luck to you. Anyway, so we get there, we're living near the university in an apartment when we first got there. All our stuff arrived and all that. And I'm fresh from Boston, you know, and I had the attitude, the Lina attitude, you know. I'm from Lynn, Mass, and so Lynn, the city of sin, you never go out the way you come in. The kind of place where they actually stole the tires, the wheels off of a cop car with the cop in the car. That's how badass Lynn is. Yeah. The Rolling Stones said the worst place they ever played, was this little town north of Boston, Lynn, Massachusetts, at Manning Bowl. Look it up. Yeah, claim to fame. Anyway, so, you know, I've got my chip on my shoulder, and the whole racism thing is big time in Hawaii. Oh, you're white? Oh, your people stole my land. Like, no, my people are Irish. And my people have been getting stomped on by the English for the past 800 long years, so y'all can get in line behind me. But whatever. Come to find out I'm English. Found that out later on. I'm English and Irish and everything else, but I hate myself. So I'm walking out of this pizza joint with my wife near my house, going back home, and this Hawaiian looking dude, local dude, standing there, kind of homelessy looking, kind of strung out looking, just randomly says something, and my wife didn't hear it, and he addressed it to her, and I didn't hear it. So I said, what did he say? She said he told me to buy him a pepperoni pizza. So I said, well, he can go fuck his mother. Well, the guy, whatever, heard that, and he starts trying to get up in my face. What'd you say, motherfucker? You know, I'll kick your ass. So, of course, me being who I am at the time, I get in my stance my dad taught me, and I'm already thinking of all the things I'm going to do to this guy. Eyeballs, throat, nose, you know, like bite off nose, pull out eyes, disable trachea, break elbows and knees. I mean, I'm going through the whole litany in my head, waiting for him to attack, and I'm in my stance like, come on! And he didn't. And then as we're walking back to my place, he's kind of paralleling us across the street. So I just stand there, and I don't know if you guys know the Haka. I lived in Fiji, and New Zealand has the Haka, which is their dance that they do before their football or rugby matches. So I did my own personal Haka, my own Bostonian Haka. I'm screaming and yelling and sticking my tongue out and just being all like, I'm defending my spot. You know, I'm on this island too now, and I'm defending my spot, this little piece of me. And he's right there, and I'm right in his face, screaming and come on, and he wouldn't. And finally, a friend of his kind of pulled him away, like, this guy's a nut. You better not touch him, because he'll end you. And there's this restaurant, this Greek restaurant right next to me, and they're all staring at me. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And there's this, you know, this howdy guy screaming his face off. And as I get toward the house, I calm down a little bit, like, what the hell is wrong with me? I went completely loony. That's the temper, folks. My father called it the Jones temper. I don't know if it's a Jones temper, because my father's siblings on his dad's side, they don't seem to have that quite as bad as my dad had it. I call it the Lockhart temper, because my grandmother was Scottish. And oh boy, woe betide you, piss off my grandmother. Whew, that's another story for another day. So I'm going to back in here, right? As I'm backing in, checking, making sure. Okay, this is the motorcycle parking, by the way. You haven't seen me park here in a while. Figure it's out of the sun, right? So I'm going to turn off the bike, lock the handlebars. Almost said steering wheel. Yeah. Look at that, huh? That is my 2019 Honda Goldwing Tour DCT automatic transmission with an expired tag. Gotta fix that today. Yeah, baby. Alright, Mike Kelly 7 out. Talk to you later.